Welcome back, hunters. I'm the SurvivalVis, and we return to Hirschfelden Expeditions in the Hunter Classic. Have you ever had one of those days where no matter what you try, it kind of feels like you can't seem to get it to go quite right, or not to how you want it to? That's what today's been in trying to record some of these episodes. I've been trying to get just these next couple of episodes of Hirschfelden Expeditions done, but I haven't been doing very good. Like, my most successful one was basically only getting 2 animals in a couple of videos, which isn't really... I don't feel like that's really good progress, so I'm redoing them, trying to get things in order. I'm going to try to switch up a lot from how I have been hunting to try using things more like the ground blind and waiting and being a bit more patient. So I've changed the loadout up quite a bit. I'm going to only be taking the muzzle loader I have, along with the 12 gauge. And I'm not going to bring anything like the slugs or buckshot, because the muzzle loader, it actually has... This muzzle loader with the 50 patch round ball has ethical for almost every animal, so that's probably going to be helpful there. I've also brought along first aid kits just in case, and the fallow deer urine spray, along with the ground blind, to try and see if maybe we can try to get them in and use a little bit more... Oops. We got something making call already. Unfortunately, by the time this is done, I think the call will have worn off to be able to be tracked. But I want to try focusing more on the fallow deer, the red deer, and the roe deer, because through the expedition series so far, we've gotten quite a few boars, a fair number of pheasants, I think a few foxes, but we haven't really been able to focus on the deer species that much. So I'm going to try going south this episode, and seeing if I can maybe try hitting up some of the towers, like maybe over in this area more, that I haven't really gone to. I'm going to try for the deer species, try to get some of those bagged in, and then we'll just have the final episodes of the series next weekend. I will also have the next expedition series poll up probably half an hour or so after this, actually maybe an hour after this one's gone live. Probably have it up 2 p.m. or so Eastern Time. But that way there's a couple of weekends, or there's a couple of weeks there before it will be time for it, and then that way there's plenty of time for people to vote and choose wherever we should be going next. Since there are 12 reserves, and we've already done 3, we are going to be running a little lower on options sooner or later, because there are certain maps like White Hart Island, Loggers Point, Settlers Creek. I feel like they're kind of like carryovers with a lot of the animals on them. Oh, hello. That is actually very good to see right there. Let's see if I can bring it in, because that is our first fallow deer, and it's actually nice to see it so early into the hunt, too. Yeah, we'll do that. Unfortunately, with this rail right there... Okay, we got... Oh, we've got a couple of nice animals here already. And actually, is there something over there, too? Oh, yeah, hogs. Well, boars. I keep getting the boars and hogs mixed up. They're kind of like the same animal in essence, really. No, was that another boar? Sorry, I was just about to make that mistake again. I think it's probably another boar. I was hoping to bring that fallow in, but I don't think he's turning around, is he? No. Okay, maybe I'll start with the roe deer. Yeah, that actually looks like a fairly decent roe deer to see, like, the antler configuration this far out. They're both not too bad scoring, really. And is that still his back end there? Yeah, okay, you know what? Let me start with the roe deer and see. Oh, I've got to give myself a haircut soon, but... Yeah, so we'll see if we can just call these guys in. I don't think it'll be too hard. They actually, again, they both look like they're pretty decent scoring, considering we can see the antlers pretty well from here. Oh, now the fallow's coming in. Oh, okay. Now we're getting a little overloaded with what option do we pick. Like, I don't know if it's just like a delayed reaction from the fallow deer to be coming in or not. Okay, now they're starting. I do think that one over there, the one on the right, might be our better option. And now I've lost track of where that fallow deer even is. Maybe it turned around and kept going out? I don't know. What's my spotting skill? I don't think it's high enough to actually know what these guys are, just like spotting for score. Oh, no, there's the fallow. It was just behind the... Okay, binoculars, you want to start spotting it? Because, like, I mean... Yeah, see... Okay, that one's coming in pretty quick. I think because this guy's a little bit more hesitant, I want to go for him. Oh, of course it's right behind the hay bale. Oh, this guy's coming in very quickly. Okay, I think that's... Yeah, that's him hit. He's going much slower, but I don't know if he'll drop... There he goes. Okay, there we go. We're starting off not too bad. I was a little worried because he was still up and going, but... I'll just wait and see, because if I can keep eye on this roe deer, or this other one... See, I don't think I want to try... I could try just watching to see what this guy does. Because the thing is, I haven't moved with the shot, and he really didn't go very far distance-wise away. But yeah, the binoculars and trying to spot animals is weird. Like, for some reason, it's not even trying to get, like, a silhouette of them right now. And it's not really because there's something in the way. Like, if I move aside, it doesn't want to register trying to spot them. I am really surprised that, like, that's all the distance that it traveled away. I was expecting it to run off quite a bit longer. Yeah, it's not exactly coming back. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to... Oh, come on, get up. There we go. Yeah, we'll go look at collecting this other guy. I'll just kind of keep the tabs on this guy. Since he was so quick to rush in, I don't think he'd be very good scoring. Or, well, not as good scoring as the other one. It does seem to be the lower scoring animals are a little more reckless and run in pretty quick. Whereas this guy, with that slower walk it was going on, I thought it'd be better one to go for. Yeah, he's not really in much of a rush to get out of here. So if that's the case, I might be able to actually try to get him too. Yeah, I don't think I have to worry about anything coming up from the right side of me there. I didn't think so, but I thought I just heard some movement. It is kind of a broadside shot. Now, I want to be laying down if I were going to try to take a shot against him, so you know what? Maybe I'll go down here, crawl diagonally towards that other one we've got down already, and see if I can maybe get a long shot. I really shouldn't, considering this is like a muzzle loader, and they're not really the most accurate of firearms, but the opportunity is kind of there. So I'm trying to weigh, like, oh, should I try for it, or... You know what, maybe I'll try to be a bit more patient, because again, it hasn't gotten running off. It's still in the general area. So maybe if I can just wait him out, I'll be able to bring him in quickly again. So yeah, he's still just... Well, he's in the bush now, but he is still right over there. No, that was a long... I'm surprised I didn't drop him immediately for... Actually, 59 GM's pretty good for a roe deer. I might have to check the score, like how he stacks up. Now let's just see if we can get a nice one of these without causing... And then I did switch up to go for the full Boone and Croc set. Trapper felt... I don't know, it just felt a little weird to have that out on, like, Hirschfelden as a map. That, and also see if there's any, like, noticeable gameplay difference of taking this over the other set of, like, the Trapper clothes I got. Yo. Didn't mean to cause him to start drooping there. There, I think that's a good one right there. And yeah, he's still just right over there. Okay, well, he's not exactly visible because of the bush, but... I do want to see if I can bring him in. I don't think we'll see the fallow deer back again. I mean, it could actually decide to turn around wherever it's gone off to, but... we'll see. Just going to try to stick low to the ground. I did use the cover scent, right? Yeah, I did. Okay. You know what? Even if it stays like that... Oh, you know what? I might take a shot if he can stay just in that gap. I did say if he did... That's probably going to be a miss. He is on the move, but I can't tell if it's like the slower move as he's been hit or not. But yeah, I really should not be using the muzzleloader out to these distances. The only reason I thought I'd try is because it was lining up to be that opportunity, so I thought I'd try taking it. This muzzleloader, we definitely don't want to be doing long-distance shots with it. But we'll head and see. We'll try to collect him, then probably follow the road down to this area, then maybe try to go off the trail a bit, and see about making use of the towers. Because I do have the fallow deer urine, the urine spray that might be able to bring them in quick. But I've kind of noticed I either have one of two ways I can go with videos for the Hunter Classic. I either take weapons that are very accurate for long distance and can get plenty of animals to fill the videos out with pretty well-rounded, like, species variety, or I can take weapons I don't have a lot of time and experience with that all seem to be requiring a lot shorter distances, and I'm lucky if I only get one or two animals per video, so I still gotta try... Oh, yeah, that was a hit. Actually, that's a fair bit of blood. That might hit... I'm surprised it's able to keep going from, like, a lung shot from muzzleloader, but yeah, we're off to a great start. This is the best start I've had to trying these videos for a while. Okay, let's snag him, and then we'll carry on. And how did you score? You're probably going to be quite a bit lower than the other one did. Let's see. Da-ba-da-da! Actually, no, 49 GM, still not bad either. These are actually a pair of decent roe deer. Let's see if we can bring you up to look pretty for the camera. Kind of. There we go. Although I think I kind of want... For roe deer, I think you almost want it on the side of it so that we can actually see, like, the full antler. Although that ear is kind of in the way. Really have an easy way of adjusting that. Oh, yeah. Okay, let's slide ourselves over. There's a nice picture. Okay. So we've got that done. And And let's see, bring that up. There we go. Okay, took them in for the map to load. Map to mode. Now let's just work our way back to the road, and then we'll continue down along that. I have heard the pheasant call. I think I'll ignore it for now, because again, let's try to squeeze in the animals we don't have a lot of from the Expedition series so far. So red deer and fallow are the ones that I'm really missing right now. Those couple of roe deer were nice to bag and get the GM for. Now we'll head along and see if we can get these other ones. I think that's probably what these next weekend is going to be too, is focusing on trying to get more of the deer species. Because I have gotten a fair amount of wild boar, I think. Yeah, I think last weekend I got, was it 3 or 4 total? I think it was only 3. I mean, I still got the wild boars there. I think I got a few earlier on in the series too. I know I got, what was it, 2 red foxes at the end of the first weekend? It just seems like the red deer and the fallow deer are the 2 I have not been able to get much, if any, of. I did get our first fallow deer, but I, again, prefer to get a lot more if we can. Okay, so here's the road here. Get onto that and follow it down to the south. This does give me a bit of a view into the field, but I don't think I'll really be able to see anything, aside from maybe pheasants. Oh! That sounded like it could have been a big... Oh, right along the road ahead. So you know what? I think all I'll have to do is just keep walking along this, and I should see that... I'm pretty sure that was a female, and... try and look some info up about them. Oh, that's not a fallow deer. The females are called hinds, and it's the males that are the stags, so... Whereas we have, like, white-tailed doe and bucks... I guess it's like fallow, hinds, and stags. There's a little bit of interesting trivia. Well, maybe not interesting, but a little something I can really say on video to make myself seem not as dumb. Yeah, so there she is. But looks like she is on her own. I was kind of hoping maybe there would be a male in with her. Because I... Oh... Oh, there's something there. I think it's a fox, but I can't actually tell what it is. I want to keep the binoculars on that. Okay, it is a... Oh, it's a fox and I think a roe deer. Oh, Lord, everything's coming out now. Okay, but I think that's a... Yeah, that looks like... Would it be a roe deer hind? I don't know. Looks like that's all... Those are both females. The fox, though, might be worth trying to call out. So let me switch through that and see if I can bring it out. Oh, I gotta be careful about the boars, too. So they might turn aggressive and come after me. I think I've got... Yeah, I do have some first aid kits, but I prefer to save those if possible. So that's her... Okay, yeah, there's the fox there. I don't know, it seems like that's a bit of a large fox to have seen it as well as we did from the distance. Although we are in an area that might be hard to actually try getting the shot off on her. Let me see if I can just get a bit further. And hopefully the boars are just going up into the hills. Okay, here she comes. Yeah, so if I just stay right here, I think this is the best spot I'll have for a little while. And will we finally spot her? Oh, the binoculars are kind of weird to use. Okay, Okay, that should be... Yeah, that's her right down. I don't see any boars in the area, so I think we're okay. Okay, let's go walk up and see what this one is. We would have had it spotted if the grass didn't, like, obstruct the view. That's one thing, where spotting the animal seems to be really weird at times for the game. You'd think it would be easy to spot, but other times, like, it just doesn't want to register. Let's see. Ooh, that went right through a lot of her. And it is a her. Okay, let's see how she does. I'm kind of surprised how long it's taken to calculate the score. Okay, not too bad. That's actually a fair amount of GM for her. Oh, and there was an objective completed. Though I don't know what the... Again, it kind of makes me wish there was a better way to track your missions just right in the game. I kind of like you with your mouth closed if we can, dear. Although I don't know if she'll let me. Maybe not, but I guess the silly photo still works too. I'm not sure why it slid me away like that, but yeah, that's a good pairing there. Okay. So, we are still on track for getting to the area. We do have pheasants up ahead. I'm going to head down to there first and see what we might have in the area. And then that learn from the land mission that is in the top corner we've seen the entire series. It's like a mix of one of the travel missions to like go from point A, B to C with some extra clues to find in there. What I might do on my own time is actually just do some of like these run around missions, like go from A to B to C or whatever, just to try to complete them, since I don't think I do those ones in the series per se. Because I feel like I want to focus more on getting hunts in than traveling. Yeah, so that was just the one fallow deer we had heard. And I guess we can get to the ridge and then look out from this next field and see. Yeah, and then some boar prints, because we saw quite a few of those traveling up into the bush there. And you know what, since we are coming to a new field, I'll just grab binoculars out and take a quick little peek ahead. Yeah, and there's another objective there. So those parts are pretty easy to get. It's kind of a weird travel mission, because what you have to do is go from this lodge, I think it's to this tower, and then all the way up to that tower. And that's like one of your beginner travel ones, so... Just seems like a lot of distance to cover for one of the early travel missions. Sometimes they usually have them a bit more connected, or a bit more of a set path between the points. Oh, hang on, was there something? Oh, there is that. You know what, I do have the shotgun, so maybe I will see about trying to get that. I mean, it is just a nice, easy pheasant. There's nothing too special, and it is another animal I can at least say we've gotten on a video. So let's sneak up and see. And then that should let us, next episode... Well, actually, we'll still have some time, so maybe we can even get to one of the towers, and then end the episode at that, and then try a setup and just wait out and see what we can bring in. Oh, and there's something moving down there. Oh, I think that's a pretty good fallow deer. So you know what? Oh, I don't know if it'll get scared because of the shotgun here. You know what? I think I'm actually going to ignore that pheasant in order to see about this guy way up here. Because I'd much prefer to get a fallow over a pheasant. Though it's definitely kind of on the move. I'm just going to see if I can do these while I'm continuing to close in, maybe before it might get out of range, we can actually get it, like, pick up a little bit and start coming in. Then we can work from that. Because, yeah, that's a pretty striking set of antlers to see in the distance like that. It is right by a tower, although not the tower I was thinking we'd set up by. So as long as... It does seem like it might be coming in. I'll just give it another moment or two. And you know what? Maybe I'll even switch this out for the urine spray and see. So I don't think there are any others in the area. Okay, you know what? I'm going to try a spritz. And just try to keep calling it in. I think it's on the other side of that hill there right now. I'm kind of surprised how fast it is moving. Okay, let's just pop a squat here and see what's going on. Uh-oh. That, I think, was a female call. Shoot, I think that's a female right behind me. Okay, I want to keep the muzzle loader ready. Now, the females shouldn't be drawn into the antler rattler, but males will. And if the females are kind of, or the hinds are kind of tied into following the stag, that would bring them in. I'm hoping maybe because I did the spray back out in the field, I can get some distance away and I won't be snitched out by them coming into that. But I do not know where this one we spotted has gone to. It looked like it might have been coming in, but I don't know for sure now. And because the grass is so tall, I'd have to, like, get up to a crouch to be able to see. And depending on what's in the area, that could be a mistake to do. Okay, now I've actually got the... Ah, shoot, I don't see him, though. Okay. He was right by this tower, too. But I don't know where he decided to go running off from. I'll just get a crouch for a moment. Yeah, see, there's, I think, a hind coming in. Yeah, that's why I wanted to vacate that area if I could. Unfortunately, I don't see him. Well, we got another roe deer at another tower. But again, I would have really liked to have finished this episode off with that fallow deer. I can just kind of keep going up towards where he was. Maybe we can still try to pull him in. I think the urine spray should stay active for a while, even with, like, that hind over there investigating. Yeah, she's just going to basically stay there from looks of it. As she is all on her own. So again, just so that way I don't accidentally scare her and that somehow triggers another one that might be in the area. I'm going to try getting to this tower and see if I can spot where this one went to. Actually, I think I'm going to... Yeah, I'm going to crouch and go. Because it looks like she's just going to stand right there on top of that spot. Oh, well, she's at least hanging around that area, so I think I should be okay to move as I am. I guess the urine spray, maybe it wasn't in range enough for it? Oh, actually, I think the tower faces out... Yeah, the tower faces towards this field. Okay. There is tracks around here. I think that's... Yeah, that's probably just the females we have been after. Where did he get off to, then? That's a good question. I don't know where he went, unless he must have trotted right along the road and out of the area. I'm gonna keep going for a while just to see. Should be another fallow. Yeah, that's another fallow. Yeah, unfortunately doesn't seem like the plan worked as I had hoped. Yeah, it was worth a shot to try, given we had somewhat of a setup there, but... At least we... No, excuse me, we are kind of in an area I'd like to be for next episode, get into this territory. Yeah, but it is a bit of a shame. It seemed like it would have been a nice scoring fallow deer and one to really investigate with a trophy shot. Yeah, I don't see any more tracks from it. Okay, so what we'll do, yeah, we let enough time go by, so we'll end this episode off right here. Thank you guys very much for joining me on this episode of Hirschfelden Expeditions. If you did enjoy the video, be sure to give it a like, and I will have the next Expedition series poll up an hour after this one's gone live, so be sure to leave your vote, and in a couple weeks we'll see who the winner is and where we're going to be going next. But thank you, as always, for joining me on another episode on the series, and until I catch you in the next video, Hunters and Survivors, please remember, as always, to take care, stay alive, and happy hunting.